A total of 125 public companies have now added Bitcoin to their holdings. This is insane to think about. You're looking at the top 5 companies, which is, of course, MicroStrategy, Mara Holdings, 21, Riot Platform, and Meta Planet. You're seeing a record amount of interest coming in towards BTC, and pretty much even if you look at the chart of Bitcoin, even though we have seen the broader altcoin market see, quite a substantial, pullback over the course of the last, few months, but you still saw Bitcoin hold up its ground and, held much better than the broader market, which tells you that, this asset class is gaining mass adoption. This is a perfect example right in front of us. And we're going to kind of go a little bit more in depth with this and, kind of show you guys a comparison with XRP. Shout out to the XRP family, for showing tremendous amount of love. Love you all. Thank you for all your support. You're looking at XRP up about 3.6% on the daily time frame. We're seeing the market, picking up once again, which is, of course, is always exciting to see. The price of XRP is approaching $3 as of recording this update. It's July 16th, midnight here in North America, depending where you are around the world, but things are starting to heat up, and we're up about 2.1% in Bitcoin comparative. Now, if you're looking at the valuation side of things, $175 billion almost, and the 24-hour trading volume still at about $6 billion. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So Cointelegraph posted this: Ethereum is 34% away from its all-time high, and XRP is about 24% away from its all-time high. Which will hit its all-time high first? Let me know in the comments down below what you guys personally think. I am going more towards XRP reaching an all-time high beforehand, because we're on the neckline. After we break out of this $3 range, then of course we are going to be retesting yearly highs, and then after that I think we could start heading towards all-time highs, which we actually haven't seen since 2018. And the fact that we will reach that price point, like obviously again, in my opinion, I think we will. But once you reach that, that would be a historic moment. I think the entire world is going to be paying attention to this, because we're talking about an asset that has gone through so much hurdles. Circulation supply has increased quite substantially compared to 2018 levels, and the entire landscape has shifted since 2018. But the fact that the price of XRP still will be able to reach those valuations, and of course, in terms of valuation, we've already reached an all-time high. But the fact that the dollar amount, that itself would send shockwaves around the crypto space, and I think we're going to see that happening much quicker than a lot of people realize. But take a look at this. The House procedural vote on key crypto bill fails, aimed GOP CBDC concerns. Trump says another vote on Genius and Clarity Act expected after Oval Office talks. So I think it's inevitable. Yes, it did not go as planned, but I think there's going to come a time where this does pass, because crypto is going mainstream, and I think nothing stops crypto from going mainstream, and I think this is really going to become a reality once things are kind of on the same page. But take a look at this breaking news. In partnership with CTRL Alt and the Dubai Land Department, Ripple Custody will deliver scalable and secure storage for the Dubai Land Department's tokenized real estate title deeds, which have been issued on the XRPL ledger, enabling a fractional ownership, transparency, and global access to Dubai's real estate market. We know tokenization is getting at the forefront. It's going to revolutionize the way we do finance, and this is a perfect example. I've been saying on my channel from day one, we tend to focus more on North America whenever we're talking, but Ripple has been building globally, and this is again a perfect example right in front of us. Tokenization of real estate in Dubai, and pretty much what this means is, on the XRPL ledger, the deeds are actually going to be stored. So remember, the beauty of blockchain is you cannot tamper with, the information on there. So whatever's on there, it's for people that want to purchase any of these, real estate. They can see everything on, the blockchain itself, and it's going to be there, and it cannot be tampered, because of course in the real world there are ways to manipulate things, and of course that is not the good thing, and this is where tokenization comes, changes the game, and obviously gets rid of the middlemen in a lot of different aspects. So this is revolutionary. We talk about real world use case, right? Every single day. I'm sure if you're a crypto OG, I'm sure you've heard this statement, a real world use case. This right here in front of you guys is a real world use case right in front of us. And don't think that other places around the globe are not paying attention to this. Tokenization is being discussed at record levels, and other countries might be looking at this and leaning towards potentially tokenizing assets on the XRPL ledger. So let me know in the comments down below what your personal thoughts are. This is huge news, and I think quite bullish for XRP. Donald Trump Jr. says crypto is going to be the future of finance. The momentum is no longer just on chain, it's political. And going back to my earlier point, how I was talking about a total to 125 public companies have now added Bitcoin. Look at this. This is confirmed. Corporate treasuries are waking up. Thumbs Up Media is added XRP to its official crypto strategy. This isn't about speculative anymore. It's about XRP being recognized as a trusted institutional asset, and their board of directors have actually, given the green light to go ahead and do this. You can see, with Thumbs Up managing over 2.1 million in digital assets as of July 8th, the move adds institutional credibility to XRP's growing reputation as a secure, scalable, and regulatory cleared cryptocurrency. And I think this is the pivot moment. What I mean by that is, look, it started like that with Bitcoin too. It wasn't like Bitcoin was adopted and being added by these massive corporations overnight. It took time, and I think that's exactly what we're going to see happen with XRP, and we're already starting to see that happening. Webis is one of them. There was another one, and now this. We're seeing that flip the switch event really taking place, and if this is not bullish, I don't know what else would be. This is quite something that we need to be not forgetting. 6 days ago, I asked you guys, beautiful day for crypto, what coins are you most bullish on this month? 2,800 votes have come in. A shout out to you guys if you have voted. If you want to take part of this, make sure you are subscribed and you hit that bell icon so you're notified every time I do these types of polls. But XRP won by a landslide, but 182 votes have also come in. Insane. Shout out to you guys. Do let me know what your personal thoughts are. But now let's talk about the price. So as far as the dominance is concerned, it's continuing to pull down. I love to see this. As told you guys this before in my last few updates, dominance is showing weakness, and if it continues to show weakness, we could start seeing altcoins really pushing up, and this is going to help XRP a lot, believe it or not, because right now Bitcoin did actually see a push towards the upside. If I were to give it a refresh live, we're sitting at 118,000. Sorry, here, let me just pull up the $118,700 right now. Bitcoin is breaking out as we are going into Wednesday. This is huge because this was an all-time high on July the 11th. If this is able to break out, I think we could even claim $120,000. But the fact that the dominance is still around 63.76%, it's a huge indicator for altcoins and XRP to see this push. And we are starting to see XRP approach that major key resistance at $3. I am expecting in the next few hours we retest it and break out of this range, and I think this really takes us to the level that we really want to see, which of course is yearly highs, which is at around $3.35. This is an all-time high because of course I'm using a different chart, Kraken. All-time highs around $3.80, and if you want to put that into perspective, that itself is only about a 30% move, and I think we could really see that happening before even this month comes to an end. We're about to approach a very critical level, which of course is $3, psychological level, only about a 1% move from where we are. Do expect a little bit of choppy levels, but if this is able to break out, guys, and we close our daily candle tomorrow, which of course is today, if we close our daily candle above $3, I'm anticipating a push up to the yearly highs, which is about only a 13.8% move. Very exciting times right now. Do let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Thank you for all your support. I'll see you later in crypto, ZX, and peace out.